Good evening, my people. This is Jalili Jamil. It's been maybe a week, and I'm back. And I just got through watching a couple movies. Really, nothing in particular of any importance. Just got the DVD Hancock from the library, the Will Smith movie and all that, which actually was a decent movie. I liked it. Was entertained. But I'm not talking about that. That was maybe for pure entertainment. They may have some little ideas and plots in it or whatever to get you to think certain ways. Whatever, doesn't matter. This is the thing that I want to bring to your attention. I don't know if they showed the same preview in the theaters, but at the beginning of the DVD, they have the previews of different movies to come on DVD. And there was one film in particular that caught my eye, and I was really shocked that they allowed this movie to be made. It's called The International. The beginning credits, if I find the trailer of it, I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna put a link to it here as well. The beginning was you trust them, you put your money into them. But what if they use your money for certain acts? And it went on and how the preview was basically about the international banking system funding terrorist actions and so on and so forth. And there was this one guy, there's always one guy who's the hero and a lot of non-believers, and he looks like he's crazy and so on and so forth, but he winds up winning in the end after a lot of action, suspense, and car chases. Movie magic. Well, this is something that has been said repeatedly in many different videos by many different individuals and in many different blogs, newspapers, so on and so forth. Usually, the perpetrators of different crimes, different serial killers, basically tell on themselves. They tell you what they're going to do, what they're planning, what's next, so on and so forth. This film can be said that the New World Order, or the elites and many of these different individuals in power, basically tell you what they want to do or what they're doing at the present moment. The movie with the preview went into stark detail about how they fund different terrorist attacks. There were car bombings in the previews and some other stuff, but it went by so fast. But one in particular, that they were staging a government coup of a different nation. The guy said, okay, you can give me all this money, what do you want us to do? And then he cut to another scene. But that's actually what they do. In most cases, you get the IMF or the World and the World Bank to fund many different actions that we as the general public know nothing about. And then we see it on the news like, oh, this is insane, this is going crazy, the world is coming to an end. And people with fearful ideas, they get scared and they say everything is about to die and so on and so forth. In particular, this pirate thing right now in Somalia. You really think a few poor individuals are going to steal an oil tanker worth billions and they're going to ask for a couple $1,000,000 for it? I don't know the exact total, but obviously if they ask for that small amount of money for something that's considered that precious, along with some lives, wouldn't you think that maybe they would ask for more? And how did they get the firepower in the first place? You have to be pretty rich to pull off something like that, and lots of nonsense, to be honest with you. Same can be said with the recent attack in India. Why all of a sudden you were introduced to pictures of Americans that were involved in this? Just a couple of random American people, the Jewish French guys, some other American people, white people, just suddenly involved in this thing. They didn't show the pictures of all the people from India who got killed. They just showed the Americans. This is pretty reminiscent of all the other things. Lusitania, the drivers in the world wars, 9/11, get us in Iraq, and so on and so forth, to start all these wars. You don't think this was another ploy to get us into another war? We're still waiting for January 21st and 22nd. They're getting us prepared for their mess. They're already telling us what they're going to do. They already made announcements of it. This was on Meet the Press when Colin Powell not only endorsed Obama, but then followed up with, this is going to happen. And that same night, Joe Biden decided to tell his rich buddies and friends, hey, this is what's going to happen. I wish I knew everything he said, but I guess I'll look it up later on, probably find it, and maybe some other people know about it already and they can drop me some knowledge. But when you watch TV from now on, you watch the media, you watch movies, take a very long, hard look at everything you see. Half the time they're telling you what they want you to do or what they plan for you. Look at the entertainment industry, hip-hop music. The majority of the stuff you see is negative. Not just hip-hop, but every genre of music right now is always something negative. Nelly Furtado, sold out, right? One first album was she was singing Flying Like a Bird. Next one, she's promiscuous. Just an example. They destroyed Britney Spears, and what they did, they're building her back up now. If you notice that, they want to keep this image of this girl intact for whatever reason. They're pulling her back up. And not hip hop, but rap music, different genre, different area that has been commercialized. It's all negative. I want you to watch this other music video by Freeway and the cop. Freeway is a cop, or ex-police officer, whatever. It's funny when you find that out. And no, not Freeway, but Rick Ross. Rick Ross is the cop. Freeway, who knows? But it's a song with the two of them in it called Lights Get Low. Listen to the hook and think about mind control, as well as Common's new thing.